Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Jofia DIY. In case you are seeing this channel for the first time, okay, this is the soap I made. I told you that I made without sodium carbonate, that is soda ash. I did not use soda ash for this soap. Okay, so I've pre-measured all my ingredients. What I have in there is my kaolin, and I will add it into the oil to dissolve. Okay, then I'll make sure that it dissolves very well. All right, if I'm making a large batch, I will use my hand and dissolve it into the oil. Okay, but since this is a small batch for everybody to to see how I made it, I'm making a small batch. Okay, I'll mix that. Okay, it didn't dissolve very well, so I kept my spatula, and I took another bowl to dissolve the kaolin very well. This is the another bowl I took. I poured my kaolin into the video is not there was this is around evening time. The sun is going and there's no light, so I poured the kaolin into the bowl, and I added my oil and we dissolve it, then pour it back into my mixing bowl. Then I will mix it very well, make sure that everything mixes well. Okay, and when that is done, I will go ahead and add the next ingredient, which is my silicate. Okay, can you see the color of the soap? There's no color in this soap. Like I said, I did not use any color in this soap. I did not use sodium carbonate. Okay, now I'm adding in my sodium silicate, and I'll mix it. Make sure I mix it very well till I achieve a good mixture or a good blend. Okay, if you do not mix this part very well, you're not going to get the quality of soap I talked about. You're not going to get the quality of soap, so you make sure that at this stage you mix it very well. So if you have a hand mixer, it is very, very good for this stage to mix everything very well. Okay, now this is my water and my caustic soda. I have pre-measured them. I added my caustic soda into the oil, and I stirred to dissolve. Okay, this method, you can call it cold method, you can call it semi-hot. All right, so I'll mix that very well to dissolve. When it is done, I will pour it into the mixing vessel where I have my oil and my kaolin. Okay, I will pour the caustic soda solution into the oil, and I will keep mixing. I will mix very well till I achieve a very good mixture, a pap-like mixture that did not separate. Okay, the mixture is emulsified. For someone that is asking what is emulsification in soap making, this is it here. The mixture is emulsified. Okay, so I'm going to I stirred it very, very well, and can you see the texture? Then I covered it. I removed the spatula, and I cover the mixing vessel for the soap to heat up a bit. Okay, if your mixing vessel does not have a cover or a lid, you can take a nylon, something that is very thick, and cover the mouth of the mixing vessel so that the heat from the soap will not go away. Okay, so I allowed it to stay for some minutes, and I came back. I opened the vessel, and I give it a good mix one more time. I mix it very well, and it's saponifying. It is coming together. Okay, but at this stage you can add your fragrance if you are using fragrance, and pour it into your mold. But I still want to leave the soap to emulsify before pouring it into my mold. And I also covered it one more time. Like I said, you can pour it into your mold at this stage. I covered it one more time and allow it, then came back to give it a final mix before pouring it into the mold. Now it has become thicker. It is more thicker than it was before. Okay, but if you know you cannot walk through all this process, after you mix it very well, everything mixes up, just add your fragrance. If you are using fragrance, then you pour into your mold. Okay, the soap we heat up in the mold. There's no fear about that. Your soap will heat up in the mold. But if you can just cover the mixing vessel, give it some time, come back and mix and pour into your mold. Okay, I just added my fragrance. Fragrance is by choice, but my fragrance don't exceed 2%. In my laundry bar soap, fragrance don't exceed 2%, and it comes out very well. For those of you complaining that your fragrance doesn't come out in your soap, please try and get your fragrance from a reliable vendor. All right, so this is my mold. I'll be using this mold for today because I am making a small batch. All right, so I'll pour the soap into the mold and allow it to harden up. Okay, like I said, this is an experiment that turned out amazing, and I thought to share it to some of you. Okay, now I'll make sure that the mold is fixed very well, because the other end of the mold it's bent. The table is not that straight, so I put a nylon under to lift the mold so that the soap will not bend when it comes out after hardening up. Okay, so this is it. Please, if today is your first time of seeing this channel, this is Joshua DIY. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. You can also share, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will reply you. Okay, so this is it with the soap, and I will leave it to harden up for 24 hours or when it is strong, but I prefer leaving my soap for 24 hours, especially this type of soap. Okay, so that is it. I will leave it like that and come back in 24 hours to mold it. Now I'm seeing some bubbles here on the soap. I want to spray some alcohol on it. That is one thing alcohol does. Alcohol helps to clear off bubbles from your production. All right, you can also mix alcohol into your soap making. It also gives your soap a smooth blend, a smooth texture. But this particular soap is already smooth. From the mixture, it is very smooth. Okay, but something happened here. Immediately I sprayed alcohol on the soaps I saw bubble, everything became strong. They became very strong. Okay, but I want to do something. I poured alcohol into this small one in the plate and I stirred it. When I started stirring it, everything became watery. The soap turned watery completely, that if I keep mixing it for it to emulsify again, it's going to take a longer time. Okay, so I just leave it like that in the mold and wait till the next day. Okay, this is 10 to 11 hours of making the soap, and I'm so inquisitive to mold this soap because this is my first time of experimenting this, and the soap came out. Wow, this soap is so amazing. The texture is something else, 100%. The gumminess is 100%. The foaming is 100%. The only thing is that it was soft as at the time I was molding it, but it hardened up after 3 days. Very, very strong in 3 days. There is no sodium carbonate, there is no soda ash in this soap. Okay, and the cost of this soap is very, very effective. When I say effective, I mean very, very effective. And each of these soap gave me 96 grams for 1 bar. 96 grams. For this video not to be a long one, I'm going to list down the production cost in the training group. Okay, so that this video will not take much time. Okay, so this is it, and this soap is amazing. I'm still going to use this soap and wash clothes for you to see how this soap performs. This is it for today's video. Thank you all for staying with me. I appreciate you. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. For those that have not subscribed, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Subscription is totally free, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you get notified each time a video drops. Thank you so much.